Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris here, and we are in my little wine cellar here, and we are putting a new floor in. So I've got to take all of these guys out of the cellar, and all of these guys here too out of the cellar on the other side. So we're going to take all the stuff out, and we're going to put a new floor in, and then we're going to replace all these. So I'll show you all the wine that's coming in and out of the cellar, and as we kind of go through this here together, guys. So let me know what you think of this. Not really looking forward to doing it, but I am looking forward to having a new floor in here and getting this a little bit more organized. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, like and subscribe, and give me a follow over on my Instagram, Whiskey, Cigars, and Bond. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris here, and you can see here that the wine racks now are completely empty. I've got them installed here in my office. I've got two of them, so we're going to start filling these things up here today. Not sure if we're going to get them all filled today, because I'm going to show you all the wine that's going into it as well. So I got my dad's old school Airbus 320 hat from when he used to fly on at Canadian Airlines. It is from May in 1991. So, yeah, old school. So I thought I would wear that here today. I'm not sure if it's a real fashion statement or not, but it's my dad's old airplane, and I have the hat that Dad gave me back in 1991. So, 1991, I was still living in California, in San Diego, Pacific Beach. I was down there surfing, and I came back in 1992 and started flying. So this is before I even started flying. So yeah, so let's get this guy going here. I'm just going to flip this around here real quickly, and I'll kind of show you the area that we're going to be working in here. So just hang on tight. I'll be right back. So yeah, you can see one wine rack here, or you can see I put a new floor in, so don't get too excited about it. It's not as great as it looks, but I did it myself, and so it's good enough. And there you go. So the rec room is still really messy, so but once I get the wine out of there, then it'll be much, much, much easier to clean up. And then there's kind of the rest of the office in here right now. I still have to do a bunch of cleaning in there, but that's what the floor looks like. So be that as it may, it is not a professional job by any stretch of the imagination, but it is way better than what was in there. So this is what we've got going here. There are a whole bunch of wine to put in here for each one. There's several hundred bottles per rack, and then I've got some boxes here. I'll probably have some stacked up here, and maybe like a little wooden box here that I can put down. So my dad made these here, so that's why another reason why I'm wearing his hat. And I have some of my dad's wine I'm going to put up in here. This is going to be the Canadian side, or mostly the Canadian side. I do have some screw cap wines that don't need to be laid down on the side, so not sure what we're going to do with that. I know I've got a whole bunch of French and Italian wines that I have that are really, really, really high end, really nice wines. I wouldn't say they're high end, but they're a little more expensive. They may go in this rack here as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to start off with my dad's wine that he made me. So stuff that there's no way I'm going to be able that I'll drink, because it's just more sentimental wines will go probably on this rack here that are not for drinking, and those are some of my dad's wines that he made in the 90s. So, but when he was getting rid of everything. When he was done making wine, he just wanted to get everything out of his little cellar that my mom has turned into a little storage room there. He said, you do want some of these racks? And I said, oh yeah, for sure. But I took a couple of his wines before he took them to the dump. So just as a little nice memory of my dad. And he's still around. Mom and dad are still around. They're doing really, really, really well. They're really great health, and just as cheeky as ever, and just awesome. Named my first and only son after my father. His name is Ray, and so is my dad. So, but yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get started with this. And then we're going to get started with this. And this will be more of the world wine side of things. So hang on. We're going to, we'll start and I'll show you everything that's going to go in there. All right. Yeah, like I said, these are my dad's wines here. He made this. You can see he made that one here in 1996 as a Valpolicella. And I've got his rating on the tag there. So like I said, these are not meant to be drank at all. These are just for nice memories of a gift from my dad, and something that he made. Here's another Semillon, and you can see here he made that in 1997. So I thought that they may have been earlier, but I guess not. Who knows? They're just homemade wines, but you never know. They might be good to drink. Dad was pretty proficient at the stuff. So. And there's another one here from 1996. This is a Sauvignon Blanc. Looks, yeah, I was gonna say it looks pretty dark, but he's got it in a dark bottle, so you can kind of sort of see through it. So I snagged 4 of his bottles before they all kind of went to the dump, and this is a Barolo that Dad had made. So yeah, these aren't special wines to anybody. Other than me. So and then there's this little tag that he wrote on there. So these are the first 4 wines that are going into our little cellar here, and I'll go get 2 more here that'll go up on the top, and then these will probably be proper wines after that. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, this is a bottle of Newfie Duck. When I was flying at Bearskin Airlines out of Sioux Lookout, we had a bunch of Newfoundlanders that worked up there, and they loaded our airplanes, and they worked the counter, and some of them were in maintenance, and I think we had one that was a pilot with us. But anyway, one of the counter agent girls there, we got along really, really, really well, and it was one of the ones that I picked up a 12 pack or 24 of Labatt's Light for them, and they were all excited, and her and her husband were really, really, really thrilled with getting Labatt's Light. So anyway, they went back to Newfoundland, and she brought me a little bottle of Newfie Duck. It's like a little sparkling wine. So have not opened it, will never open it. It's just a nice memory from a good friend who thought of me when she was back home. And this bottle here, I'm sure would probably kill most people if they drank it. My buddy John DeCoste and I, really good friend of mine, he's another East Coast boy from Antigonish, Nova Scotia, is a 1 liter. I think I paid $5 for this. But anyway, we're up in where were we? Kapuskasing. And we're flying up there, and I was checking them out on the Navajo when we used to fly for this little company out of Winnipeg, and we noticed a lot of the locals were just drinking this crap. So out of a joke, we just kind of bought a bottle, and then we said when we retire from flying, we're going to drink it. My wife, Kathy, is like, there is no God-given way in hell either one of you guys are going to drink that. She's a nurse. She said, if you 2 idiots drink that, you will literally die. And it wasn't good when I bought it at all. We'd never tried it, but a lot of the locals would drink it, and it was the wintertime, and they were peeing red. So I can't imagine that would be good for you. But anyway, out of a joke, we bought that, and it's a bottle of Kelly's, an easy sipping wine with a touch of the old Blarney, and it's 20%. So, I don't know. For $5, I thought it was a pretty good investment. But anyway, that's kind of the Kelly's. So these are the bottles that will never be drank. They are on the top row here on the left. And then we're going to get into some more proper wines. And these will be all Canadian wines. So I'm not 100% sure how I am going to organize this now. I'm thinking about, just because it's all from Canada, I think about doing maybe just all whites to start, and then just put all the white wines up, and then once those are done, then all reds, and then all my Benjamin Bridge stuff, because I really like Benjamin Bridge. They're right out of the East Coast, but man, do they ever make a really great wine! Like really, really, really good wine. And then what's ever left over, I'm thinking about putting like the cork, ones of the bottles with cork in it. Maybe some of the French wines that I picked up, and put there in there. Maybe the French and the Italians. And then start over here with the rest of the world whiskey. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. So stay tuned. I will be right back with some more wine. All right, I am back. We've got some Bartier Bros. This is a Riesling. Picked these up at the wine show, I think a couple of years ago. But this is absolutely amazing. I've been drinking it down as it kind of goes. So I know I've got, let's see here, this is a 2015. And this one here is another 2015. And this is, so 2015. So, but this is really, really good stuff. I think I bought a case of this stuff. I've only got 3 bottles left. These guys are located in the Theod Springs, just east of Kamloops, out of BC, in Canada here. And they make really, really, really great wine. This Riesling is absolutely incredible. Lots of fresh, crisp cut green apples. A lot of citrus notes to it, some little zingy spice to it, from the green apple, and the crispness of it is really, really, really nice. When you put it on a nice hot summer day with a cold glass of this absolutely incredible Riesling, it is really good. And like I said, it is aged very, very, very well. We had a bottle of this in November of this year, and it is still really, really, really nice, and just as crisp as the day as I bought it. So really, a really, really, really nice wine. It's got a screw cap on it, but I think I will keep it in the cellar like this anyway, because it's one of my go-tos that I really enjoy. I really enjoy Riesling. I like Gewürztraminer. But like a really nice crisp Riesling is what I really enjoy, There's another one that I'll show you in a bit, and they're from Benjamin Bridge, and they've got a really nice Riesling as well. Very similar to this one here. Maybe a little more Granny Smith green apple to that one than this one here, but these are just absolutely incredible. Like I said, I had a case of them of 12, and I'm down to 3. So I may need to buy another one. I might have to make an addition to this tag and maybe put it in my notes, for my cellar notes, to look for another possible case of this stuff, because this is really nice. We cannot buy this in Winnipeg. So yeah. But hang on, I'm gonna go get a few more bottles of white, and then we'll continue on with this. So hang on tight, I'll be right back. All right, we've got a couple more bottles here. This is a Featherstone. This is a Black Sheep Riesling. Really, really, really nice wine. We can get this here, I believe, in Winnipeg, I think. But it's from the Niagara District here out in Ontario. So I believe, I think I got this at a wine show. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to check my notes, but it is a really nice a nice Riesling as well. It doesn't have the Granny Smith, as much Granny Smith Christmas as these ones here, but it is still a really nice, fresh stone fruit Riesling to it. So really nice one there. And this one here is a Vineland. This is a semi-dry Riesling. and they're out of the Niagara district as well. And this one here that I found had a lot of fresh fruits to it, a lot of orchard fruits, a lot of peach notes to this one here, and not so much. They do have a lot of the apples, but it's more of the fresh, crisp red apple notes to this one here. But a lot of really those peachy flavors to it. So a really nice a nice wine, and it is a semi-dry, so it's not really. It's not. It's got a bit of a sweetness to it, but it's a very easygoing drinking wine. It's only 9.5% too. So yeah. So I really enjoy that one. All right, I'm gonna go and find a couple more here. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, we are back here. This is a Major Gewürztraminer here. They are right out of the Okanagan, out of BC. Really nice wine. It's from 2015, and I absolutely love Gewürztraminer. There's just so much to love about a really nice, fresh, crisp Gewürztraminer. Lots of peach notes to it, some apricot, really crisp. Appley notes, pear, a lot of really great acidity, and it really goes with a lot of really great things. We could pair a lot of really awesome pastas and salads with it, chicken dishes. It's just a really great wine, and so crazy versatile, and just an absolutely beautiful wine to have on a nice summer's day, or really kind of any time. We've got two different wines here from Angels Gate, and they are out of the Niagara district as well, out of Ontario. I visited Angels Gate a few times when I was a pilot out there with Air Canada on days off that I couldn't actually get home here to Winnipeg. A lot of the times I would be down in the Niagara district here, checking out a lot of the wineries. So you'll see some of these wines here that I picked up there, and others that that I picked up later on after I stopped flying. And these, case in point, these ones here are both the same. These are from 2015. This is a really nice Reserva Riesling here from Angels Gate, and a lot of really crisp red. Red and green apple to it. A lot of acidity to it. Really great with like I said, with like chicken and pork dishes, salads, cheeses, but not heavy cheese. Like cheese and crackers and stuff would be really good, like a really nice matzo or something. And this is a Gewürztraminer here from them. So a lot of peach, acidity, some earthy limestone notes to this one here. Just a really great wine. I do believe that I think I bought a case of them, so 6 and 6, and this is all I have left of these particular wines. So, which is too bad because they're really great wines, and yeah, they're from 2015, but they are really a nice complex wine, a lot of structure to them, and really well built. And so you can age these ones here. These wines here are 10 years old now, and they are still really drinkable. You could have drank them the day that we got them. They're not really made for cellaring. None of these really are here made for any long-term cellaring, but because they're quality wines, they can be cellared for, I would say, up to easily 10-15 years without losing any of the flavor and complexity to them. Sometimes I find that maybe some of the crispness might be lost, but then they become more structured on some of these wines that I've aged long term. But yeah, so looking forward to having these ones here. I might have an actual open up one of these bottles later on tonight. We are having, I believe my wife is making Mexican food tonight. So, yeah, not sure what I'll have with that. Maybe a lighter Pinot Noir. That might be good. But anyway, hang on. I'll be right back with a few more wines here for us. All right, I brought 5 in here. I've just got them sitting out in the rec room right now. There are like tons of wine sitting out in the rec room in boxes and in cases, and just kind of on their own here. These ones are just on their own. I'm putting them back as we kind of go through them, because I don't think I've got any Canadian wine sitting in. Oh, I do. But those are Benjamin Bridge, and those are Nova 7. So I'm just going to keep them in the wooden cases that they're in. But this is an Eastdale Riesling, another really nice one right out of the Niagara district. I was out there when I was shooting a wedding out there one time. I went to take a visit to them. This was back actually in 2016. Ended up bringing home quite a few wines. I didn't get a case of this one, but I did bring a few different bottles home from Eastdale. Some of them are gone. I'd have to look at we'll see. I was going to say I'll have to look at my cellar list, but we're going to be going through everything here in the cellar, so you'll know if I've got any left. But this one here was really good, and I do remember buying a few bottles of this one when I was out there. So put that one here. I know, like, it's kind of like all over the place here. We got some Riesling Gewürztraminer, some Riesling Gewürztraminer, but they're all whites, and they're all. I know where they're at, and I may move things around a little bit when we go through. But the Angel's Gate, there's a Riesling and a Gewürztraminer side by side. So I thought, well, we'll just kind of carry on with that. So it's not a big deal. This is a Konzelin Canadian White Riesling. I picked this up in Kenora. Whenever I'm out shooting in Kenora, because it's in Ontario, they can bring wines in and other booze in, but mostly wines that I go and pick up when I'm out there that we can't get here in Manitoba. And this is one of them. These Konzelin are really good. My wife and I, when we were out, I've done like tons of wine tours out in the Niagara district when I was flying out of there with Bearskin Airlines, when they moved the Pilatus out there out to a place called Buttonville, or I forget the name of the city there. But anyway, we're operating out of the Buttonville Airport, and then we're operating back and forth to Ottawa. So we were doing that. And on days off, I was always in the vineyards. I would always go there. In the summer and springtime, in the fall, I would be there. In the wintertime, I was just driving all over the place, going to different OHL hockey games. But this one here, Konzelin, we had hit that a few times when we were out there on our own wine tours, but then I would go out there quite often when I was flying out of there. Markham, that's the place. It was called Markham, not the airport was Buttonville, the city was Markham. Markham was really, really cool. It's a really kind of an interesting city to be out of, and a lot of really cool things out there. This one here is another Stroon. I've been to Stroon quite a few times with my wife and on my own. And this is a Riesling Gewürztraminer. It's another really nice wine. I think I picked this one up when I was out there shooting that wedding I was telling you about. And then these two here, these are both Gewürztraminers. This is another Stroon. I definitely picked that one up when I was out there. And then this one here, this is a Thornhaven Estates. These guys are out of, they're out of the Okanagan, and these are really good. I bought a case of wine from them, a bunch of different types of wines, and you'll see them as we kind of go through. But these are really, really, really nice, and I had them ship them to me from their vineyard out to me here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So really nice wine. I think this is my last Gewürztraminer from Thornhaven. Unfortunately, I might have to make another order from these guys, but these are amazing. Really, really, really great winery out there. So, yeah. So I will be right back with some more. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll bring 5 more wines here and we'll fill up this row, and then we'll start working on this guy down here. I might have to bring the camera down as we're working through, and then you'll see me go from just this, and then I will be a big boy when we move the camera down, so you'll see more of me. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Here is another Thornhaven Gewürztraminer. This is a 2014. So I'm just going to move this guy here, 15. Put the 14 in there. And this is another one here. This is a Twisted Grapes. This is more of a blend. Kind of a cool label here, but this is really nice. I've had a couple of these bottles already. I've had a really, really, really good notes to this one here. So it's lots and lots and lots of, they call it the tortured grape. So a lot of stone fruit to it, some acidity, a lot of really great acidity to this one here, and a little bit of spiciness. So it's a nice crisp white wine here from Thornhaven. So if you get a chance to pick anything up from Thornhaven, I definitely suggest that you do that. It's good stuff. Let's see here. So we've got another Stroom that I found out there, Gewürztraminer, and this is a Cave Spring Gewürztraminer from 2011. So might have to be drinking this one here sooner than later. On my notes here, I've got it saying it is to drink between 2013 to 2017. So, but I have gone, let them go a little longer, and they've turned out really, really, really good. I've never had one that I've aged and it hasn't worked out, because the way I have this cellar set up here, it is, you can see that there's no natural light that gets to it, and it's all the same temperature and all the same humidity. So it's the absolutely perfect place to have like a home cellar without having to put in like, a ton of money into building one. I would like to have a proper walk-in one like that. I mean, this is a walk-in one too. There's actually quite a bit of room here for these things, but we just don't have the room down here. Like, we thought about doing it, but the storage room kind of takes precedent because we got a lot of crap. A lot of it's, I wouldn't say we have a lot of crap, but, because we got rid of quite a bit of the things, but there's some stuff that, that we keep that we don't really kind of want to get rid of, or we put like, some of the winter clothes, summer stuff downstairs. We got books and we got DVDs down there that we still read and watch, and then we've got quite a bit of my son's stuff. So when Ray was growing up, when he was little, he's got all his Thomas toys, he's got his JJ stuff, so little things that have meaning to him, so we don't want to get rid of, because it's his stuff, and if he wants to keep it, he can keep it. When he eventually moves out, he'll take that with him. So we're not the kind of parents that like, this stuff has got to go. We just don't do that. So so that's kind of what we've got sitting in storage room, and I like to kind of keep it open too, so it's not like super packed. So there's tons of room we can wander around. We probably could have put a wine cellar in, but then it reduces the area that we do have for storage, and I do like to kind of keep it fairly open, and then you can move around in there no problem and get things. So so I mean, we don't have, like I said, we don't have a lot of stuff sitting in storage, but I do like more wide open space and not so much clutter. So if I was to put a walk-in wine cellar, then we'd have a lot less space in our storage room. So, and I keep my fishing stuff in there too, and my fishing rods and reels and my tackle boxes and everything like that as well. So you gotta have to find a place for that. And some of my photography studio stuff stays in there, like backdrops and props and stuff like that. So you don't want them out either. So anyway, this is another Conzelin estate winery. This is a Pinot Blanc. And like I said, my wife and I have been to Conzelin before a few times, and I've been there quite a few times when I was flying out in in out in Toronto. So I'm just gonna move these over here just because I've got a consulate sitting here. It's, I don't know, it's strewn consulate. There we go. At least everything's kind of together, I guess. I don't know if it's like anal retention of this or whatever, but you know, I like to keep distilleries and wineries kind of like together, so not necessarily by wine. I'm not sure. Like, not sure how that. I mean, I'm gonna probably change this around a little bit after I've videoed it. At least you guys get to see what I've got. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. But I'm gonna keep all my whites up top. Then I've got some rosés, just a few bottles of those, and then I will get into the probably some ice wine, and then the Benjamin Bridge stuff. So yeah, and we've got 2 more bottles here to put away, and then I will go back and go and grab some more. This is Red Rooster, I believe this is what these guys are called. Yeah, Red Rooster, and they are right out of the Okanagan as well. This is their Gewürztraminer from 2015. It's not bad. It's actually pretty nice stuff. I enjoyed it. You know, I ended up buying 2 bottles, 2 or 3, maybe 4 bottles of it. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a nice Gewürztraminer, and really nice and easy to drink on a nice summer day. Nothing too crazy and complex that is going to confuse or put off family or friends that come over, but it's just a really nice, easygoing wine to drink. And you can see these ones here have got screw off caps too, so we'll see what happens when we start getting more of the stuff filled up. I may put some of the screw cap stuff into boxes to make room for properly corked bottles that need to be laid down, because screw caps do not need to be laid down. So stay tuned for that. All right, we are back here. This is from Flat Rock Cellars. It's another really nice wine. It's a kind of a blended. They call it twisted. You can see there on the label. I picked this one up when I was out there. I believe I was out there shooting a wedding when I was there. Picked one of those up, and same with this one here, this 30 Bench from Beansville. I've been to 30 Bench, and I've been to Sumac Ridge quite a few times, and they are both right out of the Okanagan district. So when my wife and I were out here to Sumac Ridge, we ended up buying a case of their wine, and same with 30 Bench. Really great stuff. Really enjoyed their wines. So I think this is all we have left from these particular wines. I might have a couple more, but I'm not sure. I think this is all we've got left. Pretty sure that was it. Because we bought like we would have got maybe like 3 or 4 Rieslings, some of their Gewürztraminer if they had them, some Pinot Noirs, that kind of stuff. So I think this is all we've got left from those guys. These are from Inniskillen, and these are really great. We've been to Inniskillen quite a few times. I didn't buy these at the winery. I just got these, I believe, at the LC. Same one, but these are really good. I've had these in the past before quite a bit, so I enjoyed them a lot. So whenever I start running low, I always pick up some extras. And the same with these ones here, these Cedar Creek ones, these Pinot Gris. These are really nice wines. So I've got 2 of these. I think I had maybe a half a case of them. So I'm down to my last 2, it looks like. But yeah, they're a really nice wine too. A lot of really crisp fresh apple notes to those ones. A lot of really great acidity to them. A little lighter than a really crisp, say, Riesling, but the Pinot Gris is just really nice. There's some peach notes to it. The acidity isn't quite as high on those ones there as say the Bardier Brothers or the even these Angel Gates, wines. But they're really, 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 really nice wines, and so easy to enjoy, especially on a nice hot summer day, or even just just if you just want a nice crisp white wine to drink. So I try to keep a fairly well stocked cellar here, so when we do have people over, I've got clients and friends and people like that over, they have choices. So maybe not everybody wants a big red wine. Maybe they want something lighter or a little crisper or white or whatever, or like maybe they want scotch or rum or rye or vodka. So it's always important to have a good variety of drinks over, especially if you're entertaining clients that are giving you money. It's nice to provide a nice experience for them. So, and with that, it costs money to put this stuff together, but I think it's well worth it, and I really enjoy it. And I really enjoy hosting people and sharing my interests with them as well. So so I'll be right back. I've got 3 more here, so I'm going to grab 3 more wines. We'll put them in there, and then we will continue on with the rest. I'll probably drop the camera down a little lower so you can kind of see what's going on down here in the next one. So hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. This is a Quails Gate Gewürztraminer. I've been to Quails Gate quite a few times, and they actually, if you pay attention, they have a bunch of cute little red quail, a bunch of cute little quail running around in their winery. You can see them on the road and stuff, and in the paths. They're super, super, super cute little chunky little birds that like to kind of hang out and chill out. So this was given to me. This is a Moscato. My son loves the sweet stuff, so he'll probably end up drinking that. I'm surprised he hasn't found this one yet. This is nice. So next party he has here he goes to, I'll probably give that to him to take out. And this is another Featherstone. This is a 4 Feathers right out of the Niagara District. This is more of a blend. Nice wine. I've only had one in the past. I believe we got this at a wine show when my son and I were at. So we kind of like that. So we bought, I think we brought, every time we go to a wine show, we bring, I don't know, at least a case, maybe 2 cases of wine home. When my wife and I were going to wine shows and stuff, we'd bring like 3 or 4, 5, 6 cases home every time. We've kind of slowed down on that a little bit, obviously, because we are running out of room. So, when Ray and I go, we usually bring a case or 2 cases home from stuff that we really, really enjoyed. So we've got the first 3 rows here done. So this is 6, 18, 36 bottles of wine, I believe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so it's 36 bottles. We got lots more to go. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more wine. All right, we are back. So we are down a little lower here so you can see the next 2. 1, 2. Yeah, just 2 rocks. You can't see this one down here. We might have to be, it's kind of going to be like a limbo contest, I think, maybe. Anyway, we've got some more whites here. I brought in the rest of the whites, and I've got like 4 blushes here, so rosés. So let us get these guys in here. Let's see here. This is Pelee Island Gewürztraminer. I've never been to Pelee Island, and I used to live out in really kind of close to them. But to get to Pelee Island, it is an actual. I just wanted to get some of the dust off of it. It's an actual island, and you've got to either come across on an airplane, or on a boat. And this is a late harvest Riesling from Peely Island. A lot of the stuff from, sorry, I just wanted to get the dust off it. A lot of the stuff from Peely Island is really, really, really good. Like really good. And the island itself, it hosts, is kind of known and famous for a bunch of different things that you can't actually see anywhere else but on Peely Island. So it's a really cool little ecosystem they've got going there. And you can see here, like this would be, you know, something special just to the island. This plant here. Sometimes it says in the back. Yeah, it's the red bud tree of Peely Island. Yeah, so that was that one. Sometimes they'll put a cactus on there. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's a cactus on there. So this is their kind of a famous cactus that they would have only kind of that's indigenous to Peely Island. And yeah, Peely Island is a really cool little spot. And like I said, I've never been to Peely Island, but I used to fly over Peely Island like all the time when we're coming in. So when we're coming in from the south, we would obviously fly over Peely Island and Niagara Falls. And I would always get on the radio, like, ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking here. Welcome aboard, blah, blah, blah. You know, thank you for flying Air Canada, whatever the hell flight number we're at. And then we would, I would say, you know, usually the left wing that we would come in, depending on what runway they're using. But I would say, you know, like, you look over your left wing there, left side of the airplane, you can see Niagara Falls here. And sometimes you do a gentle little turn so you can see them a little better. And then he explained a little bit about it. And then whenever I went over Peely Island, I'm like, and that's Peely Island. And I would tell, you know, little stories about Peely Island and everything like that, the wines and different little animals down there, and kind of that whole story of Peely Island. And, you know, when we'd land, you know, the door I'd leave open and stuff like that. You know, and a lot of times I would be thanking our clients and our passengers for flying with us, and a lot of them, they would be like, wow, that was really, really cool. Like, we really appreciated that, or we really appreciated seeing these sites and stuff, or you pointing these things out to us and everything. And, you know, I didn't know anything about like that on Peely Island. And, you know, we're down here on a vacation. We're going to Peely Island. Now we have to go to Peely Island because we've heard about it. So I'm like, well, that's really cool. But I've never been, so someday I am going to go to Peely Island. This one here is another wine. You can see right there. And this is a megalomaniac, and it is right out of the Niagara district. I believe this was probably just given to us as a gift, because I don't remember buying this one. This one I do remember getting. We got this at a wine show. It's a Fern Walk. It's a Sauvignon Blanc, and it's right out of the Okanagan. It's actually really quite nice. It's a nice crisp Sauvignon Blanc. Lots of notes of like fresh green crisp apples. There's peaches. There's acidity. There's like limestone notes to it. It's a really nice crisp white wine. This one, here's another Peely Island I have to put into it. This is a Chardonnay though. I was kind of keeping the Chardonnay. Maybe I'll keep all the Chardonnays together. This is like a little pheasant that they would have on Peely Island. Let's see what they say on the back here. The ringneck pheasant. It was introduced into the United States from China in 1880, and 4 pairs were released at Peely Island in 1897. From these, the population grew to an estimated 60,000 of those little son of a bitches by 1932. A relatively high population is still maintained through the township pheasant farm. And this says it's a fresh, enticing wine of peach, lemon, vanilla flavors, good acidic, and lovely, refreshing feel to the mouth. It lingers in the finish. And this is 2013. I can attest to those flavors because I had these before. So I'll put that here because I think this is a Chardonnay as well. It is. Seriously cool Chardonnay.
I don't know where we got this from. This is from Southbrook. Southbrook. I don't know if I've been to Southbrook or not. They're right out of the Niagara district here in Ontario. I'm sure I probably have been because I've been to most of the wineries. But I may have either gotten this in Kenora or it was given to us as a gift by somebody that came here. I would have to look. I'll have to check my notes because I keep track of everything. This is this is a Twist of Fate Pinot Grigio / Chardonnay. This was definitely given to us as a gift. One of our friends came over and they would have brought this with them. So these guys are located in the Niagara district here in Ontario as well. So I'm pretty positive, I'm 110% positive somebody brought this over as a gift. And the last two whites I have here, I believe, I'll have to go and double check, but pretty sure this is it. These are Chardonnays. Let's go ahead and dust these guys off. I do remember buying these, and I do remember it was one per person of each. So they had a red and a white, and it was only available at Grant Park in Winnipeg. A bunch of us went back in a second time to get one more each, so kind of one to drink and one to hold. And I never did drink these, but I probably will. But these were special release bottles, very limited special release bottles at the time. I don't know if you can even get these or not anymore. I'm not sure, but they're out of the Niagara district, out of the peninsula. And they are made by Stony Ridge Winery, and they're an ultra premium VQA Chardonnay. And they were made by the head winemaker. His name is Jeff Hildebrand, and a couple other guys you may have heard of: Paul Langlois, Johnny Fay, Gordon Sinclair, Rob Baker, and Gordon Downey. These are the Tragically Hip series of wines. And these were almost impossible to get. They sold out within minutes of the store being open. I remember being there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I think they had maybe 50 or 60 bottles, and that was it of each. And there was probably about 50 of us in line to get these bottles. And then this one woman is like, I'm going back in. Come with me, Chris. I'm like, I think it's only one per person. I'm going back in. You're crazy. And then a couple other girls and a couple other guys that were hardcore wine collectors as well said, no, we're going back in. So I thought, well, I'll go back in and see what they have to say. And they ended up selling us another bottle. So I got two of these. This is a Head by the Century, which is a really great song by the Tragically Hip. I actually partied with them back in the 90s. This is just after I moved back home from California, just around the same time I started flying. They had this big festival in Winnipeg at the old Bomber Stadium where they played football. And they had, like, the whole weekend was just bands, just crazy bands. And I knew this DJ, I believe her name was Lisa. And Lisa's like, hey, she was a DJ at this club. And she goes, and we became really good friends. And she was like, hey, I got these tickets and I'm going. You have to come with me. And I'm like, okay. So I went with her, and the two of us had the best time. And we hung out with all these bands and partied and drank the whole weekend. And it was just awesome. I just stayed at her place in the city because she lived kind of close to the stadium. So I thought, I'm not driving home. This is crazy because we're all liquored up. So I stayed at her place for the weekend. And then on the Sunday, the headliner was the Tragically Hip. Well, we were partying with the Tragically Hip all weekend. And what great freaking guys. Like, really, really, really cool guys. I just had the best time with them. And they were really cool. And this is when they were right kind of at their I believe Road Apples just came out. So they were like kind of riding the wave of massive popularity in Canada here. So it was really cool hanging out with them. They're really, really, really nice guys. and just really fun to hang out with. They weren't crazy by any stretch of the imagination. It was just fun. And we've got four more to go here. These are just some rosés. This is a Featherstone rosé from 2016. I've had this before. It's really nice. A lot of dried fruits, strawberry notes to it. They're all kind of sort of the same, you know, like a lot of strawberries, dried fruit, raspberry, peaches, vanilla notes to them. This is a Peely Island rosé. And let's see here. This is a 5 Vineyard rosé from the Okanagan. And this one here is a Jackson Triggs rosé. And these guys are, this is the Okanagan one. I know Jackson Triggs, I believe they have one out in Ontario as well, but this one here is for the Okanagan. So that is it for whites for now until we get into the Benjamin Bridge side of things. So we are going to continue on here with the red wines. So hang tight, I'll be right back with those. All right, we are back, and I found another goddamn bottle of white wine. This is a good one though. It's Pinot Gris. This is from 2013, from the Black Widow winery, and they are out of the Okanagan. This is really good. This is my down to my last one. I've had like 6 of these goddamn things, and they're really, really good. So anyway, I moved some spots over here. I made a spot right beside the extra Sauvignon Blanc there, so the Pinot Gris sitting in there all nice, fat, dumb, and happy, where it should be. We got the rosés all done, and now we will start on with some of our reds. So if I come across any more of these goddamn things, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. I may redo it, but for the sake of this video, I will not. You won't see me redoing stuff. Once they're in there for this video here, they're in there, and I'm pretty sure, I think I've caught everything anyway. But my wife and I, we went out to the Niagara District one year, first time back in 2000, I believe it was. Yeah, it would have been 2000. Anyway, that was our first wine tour in the Niagara District, and we've gone quite a few times since then. I've been there a million times when I was in there, Canada, living in there. But we came across this really, really, really great wine, similar to a Pinot Noir, and I really, really, really enjoy Pinot Noir. But this is called Baco Noir, and Baco Noir is freaking incredible. It's very similar to Pinot Noir, but it's got more of those tobacco flavors to them, like those cigar box notes to it. Really great, very earthy, tobacco-y, dark cherry notes to it, dark tart raspberry notes to it. Some of that, puckering your cheeks, not as much as like a cab, but similar to that. But it has a lot of real great tobacco notes to it. So I got a couple of bottles of the Staff here when they had the wine show a few years ago. So I ended up buying a box, and we are down, I think, to the last three bottles maybe of Baco Noir. I think that's all I've got left from the box. And the Okanagan does it, but I think the Niagara does a better job of it because of the terroir that they're dealing with. The Okanagan makes a better Pinot Noir than the Niagara District. Niagara doesn't get those really cool ocean influences that the Okanagan does, because they're around the Great Lakes, and yeah, they do get some effect off that, but not like they do with the Pacific Ocean. And the elevation of the Okanagan is higher than the Niagara. Niagara is pretty much on the same latitude as California is. Whereas the Okanagan is up in BC, so it's further up north. So you get those cooler nights. So you've got better Cabernet Sauvignons, and I feel better Pinot Noirs, because Pinot Noir really needs those cool nights, and they have that ocean influence of the Pacific Ocean. But their Baca Noir in Niagara is absolutely incredible. Like really, 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 really good. There's another bottle of it. Really enjoy Baca Noir. Really love Pinot Noir. So the excursion into Baca Noir was quite easy. There's another one here from Peavey Island. This is more of their Reserva Baca Noir. And then, let's see, do I have any more Baca Noir here? Let me take a look. I think that's it. So I've got 2 bottles left. My little brother Curdy was, he got me 2 bottles of Baca Noir out there, and these are really nice. I've had these a few times as well, and these are really, really, really nice bottles. They're a little different tasting than the ones that you can get in the Niagara, but they're still really, 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 really great. Here is some Pinot Noirs. Pinot. I'm a big, big, big lover of Pinot Noir. Absolutely love the stuff. It is one of my favorite go-to reds. That and cabs I really love. But man, a huge weakness though for the California Zinfandels. Those big red Zinfandels are just absolutely freaking incredible. Here's another Baca Noir. I'm gonna put that in. And this is an Inniskillin Pinot Noir. Inniskillin does a really good job of making this Pinot Noir. They're really, really good. So, that guy there. And move this guy here. Put that one in with Baca Noirs. There we go. Everything's good. Let's see here. We have this is a really nice Cab Sav. I've been to Jackson Triggs quite a few times, and this is a really, really, really nice Cabernet Sauvignon. Really enjoy those ones. This one here, Coffin Ridge, is amazing. I absolutely love Coffin Ridge. They're really, really, really nice. And they're right out of the Niagara district. It's a nice blend of has some really nice red wines. This one here I've never had. This was just dropped off as a gift from one of our friends that would have come over, but I'm sure it's probably pretty good. There's a Cab Shiraz. This is actually quite nice. This is right out of the Okanagan. It's called Vintage Ink. Here's another Thornhaven one. This is a really great blend. I've had a couple of these ones already too. It's really, really, really nice. If you can read that or not. This is Pinot Meunier from 2015, right out of the Okanagan. Really, really, really nice, solid wine. Lots of notes of. There's a bit of spice to that one. Lots of real dark black cherries, blackened like raspberries, but a little bit of spice to it. Some nice tannin and a lot of really great structure to that one. There's definitely the wood influence on that, a little bit of vanilla, and just a really, really, really nice wine. See here, we've got this is a Quail's Gate Merlot. I absolutely love everything from Quail's Gate. Like I said, they got these little quails that run around. You can see them. They're really cute. This is a Dark Horse vineyard. This is a Meritage right out of the Okanagan from 2014. It's in Enniskillen. And in Enniskillen, they have this, it's called the Dark Horse Vineyard. Man, they're making some really great wines coming out of there, so check them out as well. And check out Quail's Gate. And if you ever get a chance to go to Quail's Gate, definitely go and look for those little cute little quails. They're all over the place. They're super, super, super cute. You'll find a bunch of other little quails running around in the Okanagan area, but they're really kind of prevalent out there. There's another wine here that we've had. This one was given to me as a gift, but this is nice. I've had this in the past before. This is from 2013. It's a Merlot. It's from Wayne Gretzky. I've met Wayne before. I had him on my airplane once, and I've had his dad a couple of times, Walter, before he passed. And what a gentleman Walter was. He was just a really nice guy. Signed autographs for absolutely everybody on the airplane, even one to me. Just a really, really, really nice man. Just a real gentleman, and absolutely loved talking hockey. And you can tell he was pretty proud of his son for obvious reasons. But I mean, I brag a lot about my son too. But he's not a hockey superstar, but he's a computer program superstar. Just a really cool kid. This is the other two bottles of wine I told you about from the Tragically Hip. And this is a Grand Reserve Red, so this is a blend. It's from 2015, and this is Fully Completely. I haven't had this one yet. I do plan on having it at some point. I always thought it'd be cool to get them signed. Never did that, because I haven't seen them since when I partied with them back in the like 1992. And here's the other red here. But I've heard good things about this red. I'm not 100% sure what it is a blend of, but I would imagine there would probably be like some Cabernet in there, maybe some Shiraz, maybe some Merlot in there to balance it out. Shiraz for a little bit of spice, the Cab for some structure and some tannin, and then the Merlot to soften it maybe. So I'm thinking that's what it might be, but who knows? I'll have to look that up for you guys. So I think this is all of my Canadian stuff that I have here, other than my Benjamin Bridge stuff. So we're going to take a quick little break here. We'll be right back. This will all be on one video. I hope you guys like these long format videos here. This is going to be on Patreon first, and then it will make its way over to YouTube. So I hope you guys like these long formatted ones, but you guys get a chance to see everything that I've got. So you've seen all of my whiskey, tequila, vodka, rum, gin, that kind of stuff. And now you're going to be seeing all of the wine now that I have the new floor put in. So hope you guys like that so far. Let me know what you think. We're about halfway through, so we've been going for a while. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more shelves. So 72 more bottles of wine, it looks like we can probably fit in here. So I think and then like I said, there's a lot more to come. There's lots and lots of bottles still to go through. And then this is a bigger shelf here behind me. And then we've got a bunch of stuff in boxes and cases and stuff like that as well to show you. So stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think of this so far. Let me know if you've had any of these wines, if you'd what you thought of them, or if you wanted to try them, or if you like Baca Noirs, if you've ever had them before, or what do you like? Do you like Pinot Noirs? Do you like rosés? Do you like Gewürztraminers, Rieslings, Chardonnays, Sauvignon Blancs, Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio, any of these blends? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you guys have to say about that as well, because I enjoy this kind of stuff. So if you're watching it, you probably enjoy it too. So let us get back to this here right away. We're going to Benjamin Bridge. There's a lot, so hang tight. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Chris here. We are back again. We're going to be stocking our shelves here again with some more wine, and we are at Benjamin Bridge, which is out in the east coast of Canada. These guys are absolutely amazing. This one here is one of the ones that really kind of got me going to Benjamin Bridge. That and their Nova 7, but this is one of the best Rieslings I've ever had in my life. It's like drinking a very crisp, tart, juicy, amazing, super flavorful, really beautiful acidity on it, and just flavors that go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And this is a Riesling. Absolutely incredible. I bought a complete case of their Riesling, and I got 3 bottles left, and had one around Christmas time, and it was just as like, these are from 2015. So in 2024 Christmas, I had one, and it is just as flavorful and as amazing and as fresh and vibrant and crisp as it was the day I bought the thing, and tried them at the wine show. Absolutely amazing. And when I joined their whiskey club, I was telling them about how great their Riesling is. We can't get it here in Winnipeg, so they sent me a bottle of it. So I've got this one here too. I still haven't opened it yet. That one's a screw cap. These ones here are corked. And then these ones here, this was part of their whiskey club wine club, when I was part of the Benjamin Bridge Wine Club. And this one here is from 2017. This is the Riesling Concrete Egg. And I have not had this one yet, but I am going to try it out here soon, and we'll try it together when we open it up. And then this one here is their 2017 one of their Riesling as well, and they would send these out with their for their wine club selection. So I believe they would send out like three different wines every month. And you can have it however many times you wanted, but I would get it sent once a month. So I get 3 of these, or 3 whatever wines they would choose, sent to me, and then I would add, was it 3 or 6? I don't remember now. Could have been 6, or it might have been 3. I'm not sure. Because I was thinking I was getting 6 Nova 7s. No, it was 3 Nova 7s, 3 wines, so it was 6 in total. That's what it was. So I was getting 6 new wines every month sent to me, and boy, were they ever good. We got into quite a few of them, but we still have lots and lots and lots left over. And some of them you could age forever because they're so well put together. So hang on, I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get some more wine here, so I'll be right back. All right, we are back here. This is a 2015 Sauvignon Blanc. These are all from special editions from their wine club. All the rest of the stuff that we're putting in here, except for one bottle that we have. The rest is all special stuff. This is 2016 Skin Contact Glycium, another hand-selected small lot of wine. Really nice white. Go. And this here is another 2020 concrete Riesling. So maybe I will put that like that. There we go. This is a Fox Craft Chardonnay from 2018. This is probably, you could probably age this probably for another
5 to 6 years quite easily. I think most of these you could age for quite a while. It's 2017 Sauvignon Blanc. Here's a 2020 Sauvignon Blanc. And a 2019 Sauvignon Blanc. And a 2018 Sauvignon Blanc and 2018 Chardonnay. There we go. So hang on, I'll be right back and I will get the rest. You know what? I'll put this one in here because it's a white. The rest of them I believe are reds. And then we go to some of the sparkling wines. So here is a Vero that they did. This is a readily available one anytime. You see Benjamin Bridge in the back there, and this one here. I've had a couple of these. These are just okay. I think I was spoiled with the Nova 7s and the all of this stuff here. So you know what, I don't think I'm going to put this in the cellar. I'm going to keep this with the Nova 7 because it's in the same kind of shape as Nova 7 and everything like that, and I'll show you the Nova 7s as well when we get to them, but I think this will stay with those ones, and I'll keep those in the crates. So hang on, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some of the red wines now. All right, we are back. This is a 2017 Cabernet Franc, Cab Franc. And this is a 2018 Cab Franc. So put these guys down here. Let me know what you guys think of these, and if you've had any of these before from Benjamin Bridge, and what you think of them. Yeah, they're really, really, really nice. This is a 2018, hard to pronounce, this is a Cantois, whatever. It's a Pinot Noir, 2018 Pinot Noir. And I love Pinot Noirs. And I just really like wine in general. I've been into wine for, since I was 18 years old. I've been collecting it, studying it, drinking it, collecting it. Obviously, you can tell. I just love wine. I love the fact that, the whole idea of wine, you're creating something in the ground, and your next door neighbor could create the exact same thing from the exact same branches and stuff like that, from the same cutting, same everything, but they're your neighbor, and not that, say, that Pinot Noir will taste totally different than theirs. It's all terroir, how much sun, how much rain, moisture, when the sun comes in, like if you get the same amount of moisture, but say you're just on the mountainside and you got more shadow over the mountain during the daytime, and this one gets more sun during the daytime, those will be totally different. How far the roots go down to get water. It's just everything that goes along with it, and then how the winemaker's thinking and how they're going to make the wine, how they're going to crush it, how they're going to store it. Is it going to be in stainless steel? Is it going to be in barrels? Is it going to be in concrete eggs? Is it going to be put under the water in lobster crates? Like you're going to see one of those coming up here right away. There's so many variables that go into it, and then how it's gonna, what's the bottle shape? How are you gonna close it? Are you gonna put a cork? Are you gonna put a screw cap on it? How's it stored? How's it gonna age? It is so many variables, and then sometimes it ages in the bottle, and it gets better and better and better. Some are meant to drink right away. Like, I just think it's so fascinating, and there's so many different things and aspects to wine that is just absolutely, I just find it fascinating. I've been studying it for years and years and years, and I'm thinking about doing my WESTs at some point when I've got some time. I'm thinking about doing it just for more knowledge and that kind of stuff, just to say that I've done it, and even if it's just for me and my own knowledge and my own fun, and not do anything with it. I just, I don't want to live a boring life. And if I think I want to do something, I just go ahead and do it. I never sit in my life of, sitting there, what if I did this? What if I did that? You just do it, you've only got one life to live, and challenge yourself, you don't want to be sitting there being bored and doing nothing. Like, have some challenge, have some excitement. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes, say you're doing a test and say you get testitis. I've got friends of mine that get so nervous around tests and stuff, and then I would like, just do it. They're not going to put a gun to your head and shoot you if you don't do well on a test. You just redo it then. Like, there should be no stress to it at all, because you're just challenging yourself. You're not competing against anybody else. You're competing against yourself. It shouldn't be like crazy stressful. And if you don't do well, then just study harder and do better the next time. But no one's going to shoot you in the face if you don't pass your test or get a great mark or whatever. You just redo it. It's not hard. I remember some co-pilots of mine, they would get so nervous before a flight test. Some would throw up, and they'd just be shaking. And I'd have to talk them down. Like, man, this is stuff that we do every single solitary day of our life as a pilot. We fly the airplane. We still do approaches. We have to set the airplane up. We still have to, there's everything, with it. And I said, and if you don't do that and you do something bad, your passengers are going to tell on you. Your flight attendants are going to tell on you. People are going to find out. So just treat this like just a normal day on flying. When you and I go flying, we do the same stuff. All it is your standard operating procedures. It's not hard. Yeah, you're being tested on it, but you know the stuff because you do it every day. But some of them just get so nervous. I can understand it, but stuff like that never really ever bothered me. So, and then in life, just you should have a good life. You should do the things that you want to do within the law, obviously, but just have a great life. And if you want to do something, then do it. There's nothing saying that you can't go and say you want to be a sommelier or get your WASTs, or you want to be a truck driver, or you want to go be a pilot. There may be some financial issues with that, but you want to be a musician and learn to play something. Like, I want to learn how to play my guitars and my basses. I can play the drums, but I can't play my guitars and basses properly, so I want to learn that. I've got them and I want to learn them, so I got to take time, sit down and learn it. That's something that I want to accomplish. So it's things like that. Like, just do it. You only have one life, and you might as well make it a great life. Anyway, we're going to go and get some of these sparkling wines now and start putting those guys back. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, we are back. We've got some Brut Reservas here, and these are really, really nice. This is a 2010 Brut Reserva. So Brut is a type of sparkling wine. And it is very, very dry, sparkling wine. There's a 2011 and a 2012 Brut Reserva. So yeah, it's quite dry, very minerally, lots of usually with these ones here anyway, lots of green apple notes to it, some bit of tropical fruit, lots of mineral, lots of limestone. Quite dry, really crisp, and just a really nice complex sparkling wine. Some people really enjoy them, and like me, I like kind of everything. I like the sweet to the dry to the medium, that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of all over the place, but I really like exploring the flavors and the nuances and complexities of wine. So yeah, this one here is a Nova non-vintage Brut limited. So this one there. So I'll put that here with the Brut Reservas. We've gone through quite a few of these already, but from years and years and years of being one of their members of their wine club, you accumulate quite a bit as well. So there we go. So we got this pointed down here now. Let's see what else have we got. This here is a 2014 Method Classique. It's like that. Do we have any others? Those, what is this one here? There's another one. This is a 2015 Method Classique. And 2014 Method Classique. So there we go. Let's see, what is this one? This is a Black de Noir. Try to keep all the whites together here. So another Black de Noir. Here's a 2016 Brut Natural. So maybe we'll move this one down here just to keep the Bruts all together. There we go. Yeah, all right. It's good. This is a 2008 Blanc de Blanc. These things can age forever. These are really good. Like any one of these sparkling wines will age really, really, really well. This is a 2013 Estate Blanc de Blanc. And some of these go for really, some of them are really, really great values, and some can be quite expensive. I try not to spend a whole lot of money on stuff like that, but if you get good value out of it and it's worth it, then I have no problem spending the money on it, as long as it's worth it. What have we got here? This is a 2017 Maturation Natural. This is a Vin de Reserva from, does not have a year on it. A lot of these sparkling wines, they can be stood up as well. A lot of people say they should have them standing up because it allows the oxidization between the liquid and the cork to breathe a lot better. So yeah, so I do have some of them sitting in the lounge standing up, but I think for long-term storage, I think it's probably, I don't know, people are kind of on the fence. You know, long-term storage is best to kind of have them laying down so you keep the cork moist. But if you're going to be drinking them relatively quickly, keep them standing up so that you do have that oxidization going on, so you're not really wrecking the wine with corking it kind of thing. So I don't know. Maybe when I go further into my studies as with WEST or sommelier or something like that, maybe I will learn more. We'll see. So I may end up changing the stuff around if they have to be better for standing up straight, but we'll see. This is a Raymond Cuvée. This is really, really cool. I really like this particular wine, and I like how they have it kind of how they made it and everything. Like I've got to drink this at some point, but my father's name is Raymond.
So it's and my son's name is Ray after my father, and my dad and my son love to fish. Well, so do I. So it's really kind of cool. So I've been kind of saving this here just for some, I don't know, some reason or whatever. But yeah. Let's see here. This is a 2018 skin contact. I don't know what it says, Cremant or something like that. I'd have to look at the notes again. Sometimes it's hard to read their writing on these labels. And this is a 2015 Tobruk Brut. Another really, really, really nice, nice wine. And I've got another Tobruk Brut here. This is another 2015 Tobruk Brut Rosé. But I think I'm going to keep these with this one here with the rosé. So I'll put that one down. This one here is a rosé. This one here is a 2018 Clossier Blanc du Noir. And this is a 2011 Blanc du Noir limited. This one here is a 2020 Mesquite Ancestral. And you can see it's got a different kind of capping system on it. It's like just a bottle cap. When they do champagne and sparkling wine, this is how they actually cap it like that. And then when they go to put the cork in, they pop this cap off. They usually get it really cold so that there's like a little bit of sediment in there, and it kind of forms up. So it's kind of like a little rock of sediment. They pop it, that sediment kind of comes out that's frozen, and then they put the cork in there, so it's like completely clear down, so you don't have any sediment in here. This one does have sediment in it, so I think it adds a lot to the flavor of the wine, and more of the complexity to that particular wine. This is a 2020 Gamay Califondo, and you can see it's got that as well. So when we open these up, it's gonna be really, really cool. We may have to. It is sparkling wine, so we'll see if we need to decant it in some particular way. It's a 2017 Pellant Natural, and you can see it's got the bottle cap there as well. And this is a 2018 Pellant Natural with the bottle cap system here. A 2016 Grevin Rosé. You see here, it's got the cork on it as well. Yeah, here we are. I believe this is another rosé. This is the 2015 Tobruk Rosé. And a bunch of different rosés here. This is a 2013 Sparkling Rosé. Peaches and strawberries, raspberries to them. This is no vintage limited rosé. This is the Method Classique Rosé from, does it have a date? Yeah, 2017. And it's a 2013 sparkling rosé. 2019 Method Ancestral, and you can see it's got the bottle capping system here to it as well. So yeah, I believe that's all the sparkling. We do have some sitting in the lounge, so when we get to that, you'll see that. Oh, there's one more here. This is the one I was telling you about that they put in lobster traps. So it came kind of all wrapped up like this, and you can see this is all the dirt and mud from the Atlantic Ocean. Forget exactly which one this is. I do have the notes on it, so when we go to open it and review it, I'll let you know. But apparently this is absolutely incredible how they've done this. So I kind of keep it wrapped up to keep the mud and everything like that still on the bottle. But it's really, really cool and really neat. They made the sparkling wine, and then they took the bottles after they were corked, and they let them sit and age in lobster traps, like I said, in the cold Atlantic Ocean. And this is just some of the ice wine that I've got. So this is from it's a 2016 estate ice wine from Benjamin Bridge. Start that off. And then when I was out in Toronto, flying for Bearskin Airlines back in 2001, I believe it was, 2002, I think. They moved my airplane out there to Markham, and we're operating out of Buttonville, and flying the Pilatus back and forth to Ottawa. And on my days off, I would go into the wineries, and I got to know a lot of them, and a lot of the guys would invite me over for supper. We'd hang out and do all kinds of fun stuff. Well, Joe DiMario is one of them, and he owns a ice wine vineyard. And I think I probably in the past bought like 3 to 4 cases from him. And he would give me as much wine as I would buy from him. Just a great guy. He'd call me up and said, "Hey Chris, you on a day off today?" "Well, I'm off on, say, Thursday." "Oh, are you going home to Winnipeg?" "Nah, I just got one day off." "Oh, why don't you come out and have supper with the family?" And I said, "Okay." So I'd go out there and see him, and we'd sit around, drink wine, and he showed me what's new and exciting. Well, he had like I believe like Ben Affleck was one of the guys who was buying stuff from him. All these celebrities, royal families, like I believe the Queen of Denmark was buying stuff from him. So, but you'd have these celebrities go in, "I'll take everything you got." And they're like, "No, you'll get a case, and that's it. Or you get 3 bottles, and that's it. You can't come in and wipe everything out." So it was kind of like that. But he gave me this bottle. This is the one that got him the gold medal when he won it in 2098 for his Vidal ice wine. And then he signed it for me. I said, "Joe, you better sign that for me." And he goes, "Okay." And he goes, "If you ever have kids, save it. It'll pay for their university." I'm like, "Okay, Joe, whatever." And then this is the last one I have. This is a 2000 Chardonnay. And I went to buy more of it, but it is sold out, and the price he's asking for it is absolutely crazy. I know it's way overinflated, but at some point I'm going to drink this. But these ice wines I've had, this is a 25-year-old ice wine right now, because there's the sugar content are so high on it, they age forever, and they just smooth out as they kind of go. These last ones here were given to me as gifts, some from my wife, some from friends. This is a Pilitary ice wine, Vidal. They are located in the Niagara district here. This is a 2015 ice wine. Maybe we'll open some of these together. These are really great. I used to drink a lot of ice wine back in the day, and I still do. But they're so damn sweet that it's unless you've got friends or people over to enjoy them with, it's hard to go through them all. And then have them last. All right, I brought you guys down here to my level here. This is a niche ice wine. And again, this is a Canadian ice wine here. This is a little box that came in.
And this is what the bottle looks like. Yeah, this is one is right out of Quebec, and I believe it's a 2000. I say 2002. Yeah, 2002. Wow. So yeah, 23 years old, but it just looks as fresh as it was when I bought it. So we'll see what it tastes like when I open these things up. Maybe we'll definitely do some reviews of some of our ice wine. And the last two that I have here, this one here is a Reef Estate ice wine. This is a Vidal. This is what the little box looks like here. And this is the bottle there. And this is from 2014. Oops. And the last one I have here, my wife got this one to me as well. She got me quite a few of these ones. This one here is from Pilitary Winery. It is a Reserva ice wine. And this is the little box here that it came in. And then it just opens up like that. And then there's the ice wine bottle inside. If they come in little boxes and they could fit on the shelf, I usually keep them in the little boxes. Keeps any kind of other light out, but there's no light that comes in here. It's a 2012 here. There's no sunlight or natural light that enters here, and it is pretty bloody dark where it sits right now without the main lights on. So and it's constantly stays at the same temperature, the same relative humidity, the same amount of light. So it is it's a perfect spot to keep your wine. You know, there's no change in humidity or temperature or light, and nothing really gets touched unless you're drinking it. So it's yeah, it's just a great spot to have a little cellar here. So I'm just gonna take this off. I'll show you what we're looking at now here. So this is what we've got going on here. This sign here, my good friend, really good friend, Martin Smith, was over in Ireland, and he brought me that bottle of Sean's that you've probably seen because I've done the release of my whiskey cellar before the wine. So yeah, he bought me this really great bottle of Sean's that you can only get at the distillery there in Ireland. And then he got me this really cool sign for my bar. So I keep it up in my wine cellar. And this one here, I had a little roadster, and I had the license plate was Bond on it. They're sitting in my garage now. But yeah, I had this little convertible, this little 2-seat roadster, British Racing Green. Just a beautiful little car. Lots and lots of fun to drive. But my good friend Ingo from Germany, he made me this. So this is a German license plate. It said Bond. And I remember I was at a stop sign one time, and this guy pulls up and he goes, "Is your last name Bond?" And I said, "No." "Mine is." And then he said, "Pull over, we should talk." So I pulled over and got through the light, pulled over. We had a really good talk, and I saw him a couple other times since then. He's a really cool guy, and loved the car. Took him for a spin a few times. He always said, "Oh, I want to go for a drive in your car. Do you have time to take me for a drive?" And I said, "Sure, get in." So we got in and we went and hung out and everything like that. He's just a really cool guy. So this is what we have here so far. This is all Canadian. So this is all my Canadian wine in here right now in the cellar. I think I might have some in my, we've got little wine racks upstairs, so I'm sure we've got some Canadian wine up there. And I've got a wine fridge, so there may be some Canadian wine in there, but I'll show you that too, what we've got. But anyway, we've got all the Canadian wine now on this wine rack here. So we've got enough room here for 12, 15 more bottles. So we'll see. see what we're going to do there with those ones. I may just keep those open for overflow, but I think I'll probably put some French wines down there. I think ones that have corks in them. So I think I'll do that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more content to come. We still have to do this side here of the cellar here, so stay tuned for that. This is my little dust rag here that I use in my car to keep the dust, wipe the dust down if there's any dust that does get in the car. So I've been using that to wipe down my bottles. I don't really ever use it in the car because I want to keep my car nice and clean. But anyway, so yeah, we've got all this here to go. So stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you've had any of those wines before, or what kind of wine you enjoy, or if you've got a cellar yourself or a little collection. Love to hear what you've got. Love to see what you've got. Please like and subscribe. Share this with anyone that you may think that has any kind of value in it. And we'll talk to you real soon. All right. Take care, and thanks for watching, and have yourselves a really great day. Take care. Bye-bye.